Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. And today, it's not so positive, but I'm actually quite excited because of some crypto drama. Yes, today I'll be covering some very important crypto news, but I want to start it out with some very interesting article, news, whatever you want to call this. It is all. So take a look at this. Stephen Huber just asked over on Twitter, why did you delete this tweet, Coinmarketcap? Why? Because take a look. Coinmarketcap today did something quite crazy. They said, who is the imposter? With a couple of different cryptos mentioned there. And then the answer, they said, is XRP, for being controlled and governed by authorities, hence defeating the purpose of all crypto. All the other coins in this are decentralized and are basically people's crypto, which is funny because BNB in that list. Just for reference here, if you remember 2 months ago or so, CZ, the founder of Binance, also came in to say, hey, we want to make BNB a little bit more decentralized and less dependent on Binance, because if one of the top cryptos was quite centralized, it would have definitely, in my opinion, been BNB. Again, guys, I really love the BNB chain ecosystem, and so I'm not going to be too harsh on it, but generally speaking, it's proof-of-stake authority. So basically a combination of proof of authority, which is mostly known for Vechain, and proof of stake, which hopefully all of you guys know. But if you check earlier documents, for example, from Binance themselves, you can read, Binance Smart Chain, which now is BNB chain, is an innovative solution to bring programmability and interoperability to the Binance chain. Binance Smart Chain relies on a system of 21 validators with this proof of staked authority consensus that can support short block time and lower fees. The most bonded validated candidates of staking will become validators and produce blocks. The double-signed detection and other slashing logic guarantee security, stability, and chain finality. At the end of the day, they're just a lot better than Ethereum because they're a lot more quote-unquote centralized and can work a lot quicker with bigger block size and whatnot because, well, these are bigger institutional clients. Then again, to kind of end on a positive note, BNB chain is changing quite a lot. Again, they changed their name from the Binance Smart Chain to the BNB chain. Yet, it's funny to me how you can really call out, say, XRP for the way in which they're doing things. That's completely wrong. But any of these other bigger entities that relies heavily on other bigger entities, that's fine. And that is not even talking about how Ethereum got through all of this, But whatever. Because remember, Coinmarketcap is owned by Binance, so it would not make sense for them to be against BNB. That would kind of be like shooting yourself in the foot, right? But hey, it's not as if this is like the first time that CoinMarketCap has done this against XRP, but Anders said it perfectly. I can't believe they will post something like this in 2022. To me, it's also mind-boggling. I thought that the crypto community would have finally united a little bit. This feels like being back in 2017. Well, we never forget the removing of the Korean XRP volume. In January 2018 by CoinMarketCap, they made the XRP price crash. If you don't remember that, at the start of 2018, in the midst of the bull run, XRP's price was mostly pumped due to speculation of Coinbase listing, and the price was doing really well. But overall, in Korea, the prices of crypto are a little bit higher relatively, and so when they took away all the Korean volume where the XRP price was a little bit higher, the price actually in practice crashed. Why? Well, because if the price on CoinMarketCap, which is an aggregator of different prices on different exchanges, if the aggregate is taking away some of the higher points of the spectrum, then all you're left with is the medium and lower points, right? So automatically, that's a very big deduction in the price, or lowering, or whatever you want to call it. And that's exactly what they did at the time. And yeah, I've seen some funny remarks, like for example from MXRP that said, this is because little CZ was never chosen as an ODO partner. They've attacked XRP a few times. But I do not want to talk about that too much. All I want to say here is it's funny. They are definitely inciting a little bit of a war between the XRP community / crypto people versus a centralized authority like CoinMarketCap, which is the biggest. And that does make you a little bit scared because of the fact that if one entity wants to really get rid of a crypto like Binance, together with every subsidiary that they really have a lot of power to do so. Remember, guys, you know how many people check Coinmarketcap every single day? You know how many crypto people are loyal to Coinmarketcap for checking the crypto prices? If they decide to remove one crypto, you know how big the consequences of that would be. But they can. They really can. I don't think they will. But I didn't expect them to do this either. It's really strange to me that they would do this. But yeah, I'm not sure if this was CoinMarketCap's way to stay extremely relevant over on Twitter, or what they thought they could achieve with this. Remember, guys, in the crypto community, I don't think there's really any hate necessary against any other party. And even if you think on your own that one crypto is centralized, you can put it out online, sure. But specifically when it comes to crypto that are this big, I think you have to be a little bit more grown up with explaining why, rather than such a strange, ill-spirited joke, in my opinion, specifically because there's millions of people who have invested into XRP thinking it's a really good thing, and to come out like this is a very heavy statement, specifically if there's such a big disagreement between the two arguments, or between the argument that they posted and people's explanation for it. There's a good way to go against any opinion which they've expressed right here. And specifically for them saying all the other coins in this are decentralized and basically people's crypto except for XRP is rather interesting, specifically if you look at the lawsuit and what we've learned about Ethereum and about a lot of these cryptos, which are people's cryptos, they say. Define that. What is a people's crypto? What defines something as a people's crypto? Decentralization? But how exactly decentralized? If you need to have a lot of freaking money and be a very well-known company to actually run the network, because that's the only way in which you're going to get to the top. Are you properly decentralized? Well, you might say, yeah, but there's 21 different parties. So how does exactly it work with Ripple? Or I guess Ripple's in a centralized company. We're talking about XRP and the XP ledger. Otherwise, we can also say, oh, but Binance is centralized. Because again, there's a difference between the Binance Smart Chain, for example, which now became BNB Chain, and Binance is a company. But, I digress. At the end of the day, I don't want to talk too much about them purely because I'm thinking as well, this must have just been a way to get a lot of attention. Remember, XRP is definitely ridiculed the most over on crypto Twitter, but CoinMarketCap knew that, and they've done this before. So I don't think they did this purely to ridicule. I think they did this for attention because this was the easiest way to do it. Specifically because they removed the tweet as well. If you're going to have such a standpoint, I'm going to say stand by it and go full deep, and just go with the flow. But no, they were like, you know what, let's post this little threat, basically. Let's post this little I don't want to say the word B-O. I wanted to say they post a, I don't want to say that. And then just remove it real quick. Say, oh, nothing happened here. Nothing to see here, folk. Nah, you can't do that. And if you do that, then it's most likely not because of it being your intention to actually let go of that bar. But hey, let's not make too many words foul on this. I want to actually say something positive about Vechain, for example, here as well. I just noticed this news because we can start talking about this for hours, and I actually have a couple of things to connect it to. Give me just a second. So before we move on, Vechain can now be used as a payment method in over 2 million stores throughout 70 different countries. Very positive, very, very nice to see that. You guys know I'm really excited about Vechain. Maybe we should do another video talking about proof of authority, which on its own is not completely bad. You can definitely call this a little bit more on the centralized note, because at the end of the day, it's a consensus mechanism based on identity as a stake, which it's kind of like you're giving your information to be part of the system, but there's good and bad sides to it, so I don't want to stick to it too much. But take a look at this. Where do I have it? Oh yeah, before we move on, guys, there's a 2,500 XRP giveaway that I'm doing right now. Check the link down below to enter. It is completely free, and I promise to give it away. Ooh, okay, let's not press refresh on this one. Go check it out. A link is down below for this. We already have quite a couple of entries, but that's also because you can enter in a couple of different ways, giving you different tickets. But again, make sure you just go ahead and check it out. So another thing which I saw today was Davinci, right? You guys know I'm pretty, I would say on good terms with Davinci. I definitely like him as an individual quite a lot. Very, very nice individual. Very nice man, actually. But his sentiments for XRP, which he's described to me before, we agree to disagree. He said, anyone selling XRP for Doge or Shiba are making a better investment choice. I'm just not 1,000% sure if this is his honest opinion or if this is just, again, another attention-seeking type of statement, because this was done an hour or so after CoinMarketCap's deal, and I'm just honestly not sure what happened today. Why? What's going on? Have I missed something? Has the XP community done something? Has something happened to XRP? What? If you guys get my drift, like, where exactly does all of this come from? You guys all remember Right now, there's a very big, I would say, war between going on, going on, but that is in the crypto space, and it involves XRP/Ripple against the SEC. And for example, Gary Gensler, and partially that kind of talks about Ethereum, but I'm not exactly sure why people are all of a sudden so against XRP. And you might say, oh, it's not all of a sudden, they've been against it for a long time. Yes, but no. I'm talking about specifically today. What happened? Where did this come from? What made it happen? What ignited it? These discussions against Ethereum and XRP and the battle between the two has been going on for a long time. And I would have actually liked to see, for example, people's sentiments on XLM, something like Stellar, and kind of talk about what exactly makes that better, for example, or makes that good. But I would say that's a discussion for a different day, as it usually is nothing anyway. I don't think these people can have valid arguments about why something is the case. Again, if you're saying XRP is centralized, I'm not against that. I'm fine with you saying that, or you're thinking that, or you having a specific opinion about the matter. I don't really mind. But the joke, the ill-spirited joke by Coinmarketcap, that's something I don't respect in the crypto space, as I think just explain your... Now, let's just say it like this. I don't appreciate, or I don't think that's the best way to get information across. If you are really devoted to saying XRP is a piece of garbage, come with it outright. Just explain your idea as to why that's the case, and leave it out there for people to discuss and for people to see. Don't make an ill-spirited, in my own opinion, joke to let a lot of people confused and then delete it again. Because what was the purpose from the get-go then? To troll people? Why would you, as such a big entity, troll people specifically when a lot of people's money is at stake? Because the information which you spread can cause a lot of people to sell something because you're giving them misinformation. That's again dependent on how you view it. This is people's opinion, so it's not misinformation, because centrality and decentralization is a, I would say, opinion anyway. At the end of the day, you might say Bitcoin is centralized, you might say it's decentralized. There's arguments for both sides. Same thing can be said for Ethereum, same thing can be said for the BNB chain, same thing can be said for almost any crypto. It just depends on your way to see it. You might say because there's not, let's say that you can bring up the argument that because not every person in this world is being argumented, how do you say it? Not everybody in this world has been given a vote. It's not truly decentralized, or anybody in the ecosystem has been given a vote. If I utilize Bitcoin, but I'm actually not mining, for example, do I really have a vote in all of it? Well, maybe not, because I can choose to, but I'm not. And again, that's just about what exactly do you consider to be decentralized? Do you consider to be in a democratic place, I guess? If you elect somebody, is it truly democratic? Well, yes, but kind of no, because you don't have the referendum for every different, decision. So you're giving somebody your vote, which is, but you guys get my drift, right? There's differing opinions in all these matters. Again, guys, I am not trying to say that Coinmarketcap is bad, because they've done a lot of good things for the crypto community, and they're definitely going to continue on with all of this. And I do believe that they're doing a really good job being the central entity, or the biggest entity, I guess, for crypto price information, I guess, or for crypto market cap information. But I just don't appreciate the joke they pulled right here, and I'm going to consider it just a joke. I'm going to consider it an ill-spirited joke that kind of went out of hand. Because the imposter thing was used, I'm going to see it's either trolling or a joke. You can definitely see it as just trolling, but with the way in which they described it, it's a little bit too serious for being a fully joke, because a lot of people don't know the difference between a joke and not, specifically when you're talking about people's money in the crypto space. But yeah, I think that was it for right now. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe. Make sure you join our giveaway. A link is down below. And I just noticed that Bybit also has, I think, another competition, or another launch coming up. Again, guys, make sure you check out the link down below for Bybit. I usually join all their launches on the Launchpad, because usually the price does quite well on those. But again, that's just my opinion. Make sure you check out Bybit, links down below, and I'll talk about this more in a different video later today.